It is a real estate and business mastermind that comes with an all-in-one CRM. You can have unlimited websites and users. You can call, text, RVM, and email all in one user interface. And you can set up custom automations for any type and multiple businesses. 65% of companies start using a CRM system within the first 5 years of business. Once implemented, the HiveMind will save you on marketing, give you more time, and make more money. One of our users had his first $100,000 month using our system in June. We want to see you automate and accelerate your business. Text us at 210-972-1842 for future meetings and, of course, to get our $1 course on how to make more than 6 figures on one land deal. You can schedule your free demo today at hivemindcrm.io.
Hey, welcome to an episode of Hive With Us podcast. This is our episode we call Deal Breakdown. We talk about interesting, cool, or profitable deals that our guests have done. Today we have our guest again, Mr. Ray from Virtual Flip Land. So tell us about your deal in Texas that you bought. Was a really good deal for you?
Yeah. So I bought it for $70,000, and about a month later we sold it for $155,000.
A month?
Yeah. After
That's
about
quick.
a month. Yeah.
And you said you found this through direct mail?
Yes, offer letter. I offered $95,000, and when the offer comes back, I do what I'm good at, which is negotiation. I bought it for 70. So that's a 25 grand cut, and then I sold it for 155.
I didn't ask this before, but how do you make an offer letter and then cut it down even more? Like, what's your strategy coming into that conversation?
Yeah, so basically, there's a good book talking about it. It's called Flip the Script. I was referred by my mentor, Tom Kroll. Basically, you know, I hear the dog in the background, right? So basically, you don't chase the dog, you let them chase you. Meaning, when you are on the phone, you don't be like, oh, I cannot pay this much. Can you do a discount? No, that's so pushy, right? Instead of that, I will tell them what's the problem with the land. I will move away. I will take away. I'll pretend I don't want the deal and let them convince me that I have to buy it, right? So the conversation normally goes like, hey, I'm Mr. Seller or Daniel, I'm really sorry. I'll stop, because it kind of make them worry, right? So I would be like, hey, your land don't have water. And in this particular case, she said, it does, has water. And I said, I'm sorry. There is no power nearby. And she said, there's a power in the back. And I said, no septic tank. She said, I installed it 2 years ago. And I said, there's weeds. And she said, I just cut the trees like a couple months ago, and all the weeds are gone. I was like, I'm running out of options. What else should I say, man? And I was like, I'm sorry. I just cannot do that much. I made the wrong offer price. So, you always find something to say that have him convince you to buy it, right? And she was like, okay, how much you want to pay? I said, not very close, nothing close. I don't want to offend you, and what do you think the best you can do? So you always try to give them to say a number. And she said, maybe I'll do 80. And see, just from 95 to 80, saying all those words.
The big discount right there.
Yeah, and I said, I'm sorry, I couldn't do it. And the rule is right here is never accept the first offer, no matter how good it is, right? So you always say, no, I cannot. And that's too much. And how about something around 65, right? And she got somewhat offended. And I said, how close can you get to that number? How close can you do, right? And we eventually agreed on 70. It just you just have to do that. I mean, it's not
you have to do it methodically, because if you were to give them that first 80, they were like, okay, there's money on the table still here,
Yeah.
For everybody listening to that was such a textbook breakdown of how to do the sales call. That was good, man. That was good.
Yeah.
I commend you for your sticking to your guns, because it's really hard to not accept that 80, because it's already 15 than what you offered her the first time through your letter.
Yeah. I was like, but no sound, right?
Yeah, you're like, yeah.
You gotta keep it quiet, right? The thing is, you're not kind of lowballing it. You are helping them, right? And that in this particular case, the seller needs money, so 70 is a very big amount, and they need that. They cannot wait. So,
well, here's the crazy thing, and like it's not you're lowballing them. It's just you're giving them confidence in their amount, because if you didn't fight them, they could easily ghost you, and they're not going to get that money anyway. Like at least here you're ready to do the deal right now, so you kind of have to play that pull, that tug of war with them and pull on the rope a little bit. But it's to their own benefit, because now at least they're going to get that price point right now versus waiting another 6 months or never selling it for another year or two. So they know if they need to sell it, it's just it's a psychology trick to solidify that they're only going to get 70, and 70 is what that is, and they're going to have to settle for 70.
Yeah, definitely. That's the way to go.
Yeah, so it's a psychology strategy to solidify the deal, to know they'll never back out, and they're okay with the answer, and they're okay with that amount, because it's what they get. So what they're getting. Yeah.
Another thing I like to use is another book called Go for No, right? And instead of, I use this many times in every aspect of my life. So for example, if I want something, instead of asking that, I ask the opposite. Meaning, if you are in the fence of, let's say, selling the land, I don't ask you, hey, Daniel, do you want to sell the land? No, I don't ask that. I will ask you, Daniel, hey, seems like you don't want to sell your land. Right? So I go for the no, and I expect
some land.
You see, so people have this, I don't know if that's an ego thing or something. They try to just go to the opposite direction of whatever you say, right? If you say, hey, are you still selling it? They will kind of reject it. Even if they still want to sell it, they will say, oh, I'm not sure if I want to sell it, right? But if you say, oh, it looks like you don't want to sell your land.
Yep.
And
I do.
So
it's reverse psychology that it gets them to say yes. One thing I really want to dig about this deal, 75 to 150, that's a good like flip spread, We're doing a whole flip of remodeling a whole house, and you did that with land. What?
And I did nothing. I mean, I never been to Texas. Yeah.
That's one of the crazy things about land is you can do this from anywhere. You don't have to be there. You don't have to see it. You don't have to.
Absolutely.
You don't even need pictures of it. My first deal I did, the buyers were sending me pictures like, oh, you need to update your pictures. Here's some pictures. I'm like, okay, thank you.
Yeah, me and my wife went to Bahamas for 2 weeks. I bought two land and sold it. So, the Bahamas is out of the country, right? So you can do it anywhere.
There you go. Plenty of opportunity in the land space. Go try it out. At any point, whether you're doing info lots or bigger acres, just try something out. There's a lot of opportunity out there. The key point is that donut. 30 minutes outside the city, 90 minutes within it. That's it.
There you go.
That's where the opportunity is. That's where people want to live. So it's a lot easier to move deals in that little donut area, and you're gonna find much more success there. 100%.
Absolutely.
It's not just me saying it. I got other people saying it too. See, Ray's on my right side, not my left.
Yeah, we never communicate that before the call. So
I hear it all the time whenever I talk to land people. Everybody's the same thing. Within 90 minutes. Within 90 minutes. Within 90 minutes. So,
yeah.
It's not just me. It's a positive reinforcement from other people too. So within 90 minutes, that's where the sweet spot is. Well, I appreciate you coming on, man. Thanks for your time. Go check them out. Virtual Flip Land on Instagram. And thanks for your time, man. This is such a great conversation. I hope you got some notes off of this one for some sales strategy, because we don't get that all the time.
Thank you, Daniel.
No problem.
Hey guys, we hope you're enjoying this content. If you have leads that you need to dispo anywhere in the country, please visit hivebc.io, like hivebuyersclub.io, and we'll help you move those deals that you need to get into the marketplace.
The show is sponsored by The List Guys. Do you need more leads in your local or virtual market? 1 in 10 small businesses don't invest in any kind of marketing. The List Guys have over 35 plus list types to choose from, and you can mix and match any list or criteria. We also use the skip trace list and provide up to 7 numbers and email addresses. Every list you purchase will be scrubbed against previous purchases. The List Guys are here to save you time. Contact the List Guys today at www.onelistguys.com. That's www.1listguys.com.
Yeah, man, I got into real estate a little bit over 4 years ago. I'm barely like 5 years. I got out of the Marine Corps.